Welcome to another edition of Tom Brand One Thoughts, and will have a little bit of salty language, but it's because of its dealing to do. It has to do with the Sopranos, and I'm a huge fan of the Sopranos. And that was there's a rumor going on that the prequel of the Sopranos, will be happening. It's in the works. And, I was really interested in finding out the previous history of The Sopranos. David Chase kind of gave the viewers some ideas what the past was like when Tony recalled some of his, childhood memories growing up in 1960s Newark. I'm curious to see the many saints of Newark, quote unquote. I'm sure that David Chase, I think, will demonstrate the connections to the Sopranos TV series, to the prologue. Could it work without Tony Soprano? Maybe. I mean, obviously, you have to give it a chance. There were many great actors in that series. One character, you think about, could they bring back? Can you bring back Christopher at this point? Did they show him in a coffin? I mean, if not, technically he's not dead, and maybe in a coma, so he could play his character dreaming while in coma. You know what I mean? This way they could bring back his girlfriend, Adriana. I mean, just many things. I love The Sopranos. Obviously James Gandolfini is surely missed. Just an incredible actor. You might even argue that he is The Sopranos. And I couldn't resist this series, from the opening music. It was so violent, but so funny and well acted. Mesmerizing, even horrifying at the same time. Just a series that I've never. That I was hooked in from the very beginning. And I remember watching the final episode when they were in the diner. I was waiting for someone to come in and shoot up the whole family. That didn't happen. Last episode was certainly not what I expected. Could have been a little bit more exciting for sure. Might even argue that it was a shit ending. Hey, listen, this program even inspired me to set up a strip club as an office. I kid. And there were a couple of lines from The Sopranos that I remember. And they were hysterical. It's like a diet ad, before and way before. That was said when Bobby B was standing next to Vito. You remember that? Loved how he would always used to repeat that the same joke to Tony too. Paulie, what's your plan? Eating ketchup packs? Christopher, we should have stopped at Roy Rogers. Paulie and I should have banged Ellie Evans, but I didn't. So many memorable lines. Another one, if you think about it, with the laces. Why he never wore shoes with laces? Because when you stand at a urinal, the ends hang in pee, and then you touch them with your hands, which is an actual pretty good point. You have Tony the Sill. Tony, you think Ralphie is sort of weird when it comes to women? Sill, polishing his golf trophy at that point there. Sill, I don't know, Tone. He did beat one to death for. Looks up confused. So you're probably confused right now, too. I forget why. Goes back to his golf trophy. To polishing that golf trophy. Paulie, hey Sil, you remember your first BJ? Silvio, oh yeah. Paulie, how long did it take for the guy to come? Paulie, did you hear what I said? I asked him if he remembered his first BJ. I asked him how long it took for the guy to do his business, to come. classic lines. You know, again, you know, Paulie, don't make me pull rank on you. Christopher, rank or no rank. Right now, we are just two assholes lost in the woods. Sopranos, man. Prequel means before, guys, and so Tony doesn't have to be in it as a man. It's about the Soprano family origins, quite possibly. Johnny and Uncle Junior plus Paulie, etc. How they began. Maybe quality. Can you wait? To be determined. Hope all is well.